Yesterday at dusk, a white rabbit hopped his way upon my backyard. I was enjoying a cordial with my wife when we were greeted by our bouncy guest. He must have been somebody's pet and then later abandoned. I know this because he was too comfortable when I picked him up. Too trusting. A non-domesticated rabbit would have run away in reflex. White animals are rare in nature, at least in this part of the world. They don't tend to fare well in the wild. White rabbits are especially vulnerable to multiple threats. I know some of you have been participating in competitive magic acts recently. I could not be prouder in general, but stick to card tricks and other human-centric sleights of hand. Leave animals out of it. Do not abandon your discarded living props upon my property. I believe it to have been one of you. Now, I'm not angry, but do hear me clearly. Stop it. Cease. Never again. I'm adopting him and only him. All others will be turned into meat and fed to my dog and cat. Such an end seems more merciful than to let them fend for themselves. Few creatures in nature die painless deaths, and I trust my hands, with their strong opposable thumbs, to snap a neck with swiftness and grace, where other mammals would be more playful, crueler, and far less efficient. Let's not allow that to happen, then. Remember the words of Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed. Do not buy and train tame rabbits, only to literally throw them to the wolves and coyotes when they outlast their purpose. His eyes are red as blood, his fur as white as snow. I'm tempted to stroke him and cackle as I do, to bring him with me to school as a token of my glamorous authority. But fluorescent lights and crowds cause him stress, so you'll all have to settle for pictures instead. Perhaps if you're well-behaved videos. How cute he is when he's chewing his greens. I've named him Potash, after one of the greatest magicians of all time, who, when I was 15, mistook me for a girl in meager light. "Young lady in the front row, please pick a card." Near paralyzed with awkwardness, I reluctantly did so. He realized his mistake and corrected himself. Now, as embarrassing as it was at the time, in retrospect, it remains one of the highlights of my teenage years to interact with a then-living legend. Nevertheless, the memory cements my commitment to never misgender any of you. Now, how to protect a rabbit and dog and cat? Am I a principal or a freaking zookeeper? Is there a difference? I'm kidding. You're better dressed than my furry pets, though less naturally beautiful. We humans must compensate through accessory and decoration. Had I red eyes, I'd wear far less makeup. Speaking of red, the cafeteria workers inform me the juice machine is fixed. Now I realize how anxious many of you have been for a lack of concentrated sugar water. Well, enjoy our fruited luxuries. This has been Principal Gothman. Enjoy your day.